Hello everyone and welcome along to this edition of Tool Talk, where today I'm going to be talking primarily about these little fellows here. These are Crescent L25 pliers, but in recent visits to the car boot sale or flea market I've picked up two pairs of Crescent L26. These are slightly larger pliers, as you can see, and they're both in very good condition. All three of these, as you can see, have been cleaned up. They first went into the ultrasonic cleaning tank at work to get all the grease and other crap off the outside and all the nooks and crannies and inside bits. And then I've had a go with them on my wire wheel. Again, as you can see, a very nice polishing up. These are standard L26s, and when I first picked these ones up I thought they were a standard pair of L25s, but if we look a lot closer we can actually see they have special L25 on there, along with the Crescent Tool Company, Jamestown, New York, USA. So I thought to myself, well, why are they marked special? What's so special about them? So I had a bit of a look over them. Couldn't see a lot going on until we get to the end of the handle here. Look, here's the standard handle for these things. But look at this. This particular one has got a screwdriver on the end. So that's what makes this one special. It's different. You can see they're made from some nice quality materials here. I have actually looked through alloy artifacts, but the only L25 on alloy artifacts is the standard model. As you can see here, there's no screwdriver on the tip of the handle at all, and it's the same with these L26s here. They've just got normal handles on the end. There's no screwdriver, nothing making them specials. But again, they're made for some very nice material, and what we have on all three of them is apparently the early markings. As you can see here, the later markings on these tools differ slightly, as you can see right here. These are all what's known as slip joint pliers. As you can see, there's a bit of a hole going on here, and what one does is opens the plier up and slides it like so, and then you can get hold of something a lot bigger than you could in the standard setting. I really do like the design of the jaws, and it's exactly the same on the L25s as well. I've given them a wire wheel and a polish, polished the jaws up on all three of them. As you can see, we have the standard finish on the rest of the tool. On the handles we have checker dot finish. As you can see, it's got checks and dots as well to aid in the gripping, and these are quite a comfortable pair of pliers for a small pair of pliers, especially with if you've got large hands like me. However though, if you get the screwdriver tip just here in the palm of your hand, then you can feel it. You can feel the little sharp corners. Turn it round and it's quite comfortable to use. The checker dot is quite grippy, so that's a clever design then. The teeth are in very good condition on this particular pair of pliers, and as you can see at this sort of size, I would imagine they were probably meant for fine work, possibly a little bit of electrical work. Maybe you could do screw terminals up with a screwdriver here. They're obviously not meant for heavy duty work at all, but it'd be interesting to see exactly what we can do with these particular pliers. So I think what we'd better do is let's get them down the workshop and see what we can do with them, shall we? Okay, so here we are down in the workshop with the L25 specials. So see what we can do with them, shall we? I think what we might do is we'll try some bending wire and cutting wire, because we do actually have some wire cutters in here. So we'll see what we can do with the wire cutters first. First of all, we'll try this multi-stranded cable right here. I don't think they'll cut it because I don't think they're designed for this kind of wire. Okay, let's give them a go then, shall we? See what we can do. Get the cable in there, and just as I thought, all we've done is just sort of like munched our way through the insulation, but left most of the core intact. So as I thought, it's not designed for multi-stranded cables then. Okay, so I've got a length of 2.5mm solid core twin and earth here from UK Mains. Let's try some of that. It doesn't want to come out, does it? It does. There we go. Let's try cutting some of this stuff then, shall we? So this is 2.5mm solid copper. There we go. It'll do that all day. Next up I have some slightly thinner 1mm stuff. Let's try that. Oh yeah, and it'll do the same with that too. What about bending the same wire? Yeah, very easy. Obviously, I mean, they're not the thinnest of tips on there really, but you can still bend and manipulate solid copper wire there. As you can see, they're quite comfortable to use. You can get quite a bit of pressure on them too. Not unduly uncomfortable. Okay, so what about using them as a spanner? So what we have here is we have M5 nut and bolt, M8 nut and bolt, and an M10. So let's have a go, shall we? We'll start with the smaller one. Okay, so here we have the M5 nut and bolt in the vise, ready to go. Let's get the L25s on them. On it, let's have a look. Let's have a look, here we go, right in. So we've got a fair old grip here. Oh yeah, I can exert quite a bit of torque with them before they start opening. There we go, that's nice and tight. Undo it. There we go. So yes, I was able to exert quite a bit of torque with these little tiny pliers here. Next up, the M8. Let's have a look. Can we get hold of them like this? Yeah, I think it's sort of getting a bit beyond my hand grip. Right, let's try. We'll open the pliers up. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, right in. Let's turn them over because the screwdriver's in me palm of my hand. It's quite uncomfortable. That right in. Give it a go. Oh, well, nobody did that bit of advice very well, did they? Oh, let's try that again then. Oh yeah, it's got a fair old grip on it, and back it off. Oh, wow, yeah, managed that quite well. What about the M10 then? Oh, it's gone on the floor. Right in. Get a grip. Obviously, I think the L26 would be better suited to this size of nut and bolt, but nevertheless, it's got a good grip of it. There we go. Oh yeah, nice. Look at that. That's nice and tight. Oh, wow, yeah. We've got a spring washer underneath this lot. That's why it's not coming undone very well. There we go. So there we are. Little teeny pliers here doing a very good job. Well, I thought that was quite good for a pair of pliers that is in the region of about 5.5 inches long. It's not bad at all. Okay, so what kind of performance can we expect from the screwdriver end of things? Well, I've got a slot-headed screw, if I can focus, come on, there we are. Slot-headed screw there for it. I've got a rather largish Phillips screw there, and we'll try this small Jubilee clip as well. Righty ho, let's start with the Jubilee clip then, which as you can see is a very nice loose fit on this shaft here. Right, let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, it's very easy. I use them like a T-handle here. As you can see, it's pulling the Jubilee clip together. It's getting tighter and tighter. It's not going anywhere now. How tight can we get it? Let's have a look. There we go. That's nice and tight. In fact, it's just slipped out of the slot there. The only downside is I've damaged the tip of the screwdriver. What an idiot! Look at that. Oh no! That wasn't very clever, was it? Okay, so I've just dressed out the screwdriver tip. I'm a little disappointed here. That's not very good at all, is it? So I don't think we'll go any further with testing the screwdriver on these little fellows then. Oh dearie me then. Well, that was a little disappointing then, wasn't it? You know, we've kind of ruined the screwdriver tip here. Obviously it hasn't been hardened properly because there's no damage to the teeth in here, look, from all that pressure we put on it doing the nuts and bolts up. So I'm a little bit disappointed in this at the end there. Oh well, never mind. Okay, well, as disappointing as that was, I still like these little pliers. I like the design, I like the style, I like the finish now they've been cleaned up, because when I first got them, obviously as with tools you get from the car boot sale, they're always dirty and filthy. All three of these have been in the ultrasonic cleaning tank at work, and then I've put them on my wire wheel and polished them up so they look like this. They look a lot nicer, don't they, guys? So they're all very nice pliers. I quite like these slip joint pliers. I've got quite a collection coming along now. I think what I'm going to be looking out for again is there are several other different styles of Crescent slip joint pliers like these. There are some in this fashion but with a bent up jaw on, so I should be looking out for some of those. And I believe there's, do they call it general purpose pliers? They've got a really strange, I don't know why they've got such a strange end on the pliers, but the nose is quite strange. Don't know why that should be. Hopefully I can find a standard pair of L25s next time I'm out and about at the car boot sale, which will be hopefully, weather permitting, this coming Sunday. I should be trolling around the car boot sale again looking for vintage tools. Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed this edition of Tool Talk. I hope you weren't too disappointed like I was a little bit with the screwdriver end here. I've dressed it out so it looks a little bit better. I might have to give it a gentle filing over again to bring it up to where it was before. Oh well, never mind. You can't win every time, I guess. But these are going into my collection of pliers. But as you can see, the plier drawers in my tool chest down there is getting rather full, and I am trying to get another tool chest. I keep seeing them on the market and not picking them up like an idiot, but I'll have a look out this Sunday, see if I can find another tool chest to put everything in. It's either that or I'm going to need a toolbox sponsor, aren't I? So yeah, there we go, the L25 specials from Crescent Tools. I think this has been my first almost failure on vintage tools like these ones, but never mind. They're still a nice pair of pliers and they're still going in my collection. I don't care. They're very nice indeed. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this edition of Tool Talk. Don't forget you can leave some comments down below what you think. Have you got any of these L25 specials? Have you got an L25 standard? Do you own any of the other styles of Crescent slip joint pliers? As I say, I will be looking out for some in the near future. Okay then guys, well thanks for popping over, thanks for taking a look, and I will catch you on the next Tool Talk.